Hello everyone and welcome to a Decktech video. We're going to be playing some Historic today, and we're going to be building around the new card from Modern Horizons 3 called Primal Prayers. This was a card that was kind of hyped up as maybe a cool value card to play flash creatures or an interesting combo piece, and today we're going to be using it as the latter. So essentially what this card lets you do is it lets you flash out small creatures with mana value 3 or less by paying a 1 energy for its casting cost rather than paying its mana. So it allows us to mana cheat, which obviously can be exploited in a lot of ways. One of them is by using cards like Decoction Module and Guide of Souls. Both of these cards essentially let you add an energy when a creature enters the battlefield. Now what this does for us is it allows all of our creature spells to be free, and we can exploit this with things like Shrieking Drake, which will enter, return itself to your hand. There you go, infinite cast triggers, infinite enter the battlefield triggers. We can use this to generate infinite cast triggers and kill the opponents with things like Grape Shot or Chatterstorm. Just cool storm payoffs like that. The best card in the deck for all of this stuff, though, other than Primal Prayers itself, is probably Acererak the Archlich. This is a card that will allow us to have it enter and return itself to the hand if we have not completed the dungeon Tomb of Annihilation. We're never going to complete that dungeon. We're going to use the other two dungeons to essentially give us infinite life, infinite card draw, infinite damage, infinite mana, pretty much everything you could ask for. Now you might ask yourself, why don't you just use Acererak to win instead of the Storm payoffs? That's an arena limitation. It's basically never going to let you do that because of the timer. It's going to take too many casts of Acererak to get there. So mostly what we're going to be using Acererak to do is just go through our deck, look for our storm payoffs, and kill the opponent with a Grape Shot or Chatterstorm. Supporting these, we have a couple good energy cards like Tune the Narrative, Attune with Aether to fix up mana, and Galvanic Discharge for some removal options. We also have Amped Raptor. This is just sort of a pet pick. I don't know if the deck necessarily needs this, but it allows us to go and look for our other pieces, add some energy for ourselves, and we can even get a Primal Prayers out with the right setup as early as turn 2, which as you can imagine is very good. We're using Brain Surge as a card draw option to dig, as well as Rush of Inspiration, and a Collected Company to also grab our creature payoffs. And finally, we're using Moonblessed Cleric. This will let us tutor up our Primal Prayers, or if we already have one of these, we can grab an Aether Revolt, which lets us burn our opponent out when we add energy to our energy pool, which will be a lot in this deck. We also have a 1-of Static Prison just to remove anything pesky. This deck kind of folds to things like Soul Sisters when you're using stuff like Authority of the Consoles. Infinite creature enters means that they get infinite life, and that's a problem for us, obviously. Mana base, just sort of what I could scrounge up. Sideboard, just a couple good hate cards. We're not going to be using it today, we're just going to be playing some best of ones, and we're going to see how this deck performs on the Master Ladder. Alright, let's get into the games. Forgot to mention also, I recorded a good amount of games to get gameplay for this video, which means that I will be putting the deck stats at the end of this video if you want to stick around for that. I won't be including all of the games that I recorded for this in the actual video itself, but I will report on the results and let you guys know how the deck itself actually performs. Alright, doing some Primal Prayers combo gameplay here against Sean Prime. Okay, well, we got Primal Prayers and Decoction Module. We need Storm card and our creatures. I think we can keep this. I mean, we can thin the deck with Attune with Aether. It's kind of a do-nothing hand, though, if we don't find anything, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to bother burning my life total, because I don't really have a crazy amount of stuff to do here. Start. Opponent on some sort of Dimir control. Not super worried about that. They're going to be able to cast my Attune with Aether over and over again, probably, though. Which could be not great. Making us discard a card. Well, I think I will ditch an island, probably. Got lots of mana. Opponent thinking real hard if they want to swing into us right now. Oh, they decided to. Alright, well, we have everything. We literally just need to survive. So, pain in the life. We'll grab another forest. So turn 4. We can win if they don't have any sort of counter spells or anything. Which, I don't know if they're playing that. They're probably kind of interested in casting that Attune with Ether. Bad mirror. So, I think we're more worried about, like, creature removal here. Okay, they got rid of the Ether Revolt. Which is fine. It's an optional. You're not going to be able to cast it. Kind of telling us they want to, though. We have a backup Primal Prayers, which is good. Concoction module. Okay, so if they don't have a counterspell, or they don't hold up creature removal, which we don't know if they will, because we haven't really done much yet, we're set. I mean, our biggest concern now, because we have the Primal Prayers in hand, is them holding up creature removal or playing a Deep Cavern Bat. That is pretty rough. Will they be able to figure out what's going on? If they pick the wrong thing, then we can do it. I doubt it, though, because we have doubles of everything. They're probably going to pick the one thing we only have one of. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Not great, but we still have most of our pieces. We just need to find the rest. Or removal. Removal would work too. I don't know how many turns we're going to get to survive here, though. You're not getting Ether Revolt. Okay. That's good. Okay, if we survive this turn, we can Otawara the Bat, play Primal Prayers, and win. Let's see what they have, though. I mean, they can't bat away in Otawara. The best thing they can do is hold up creature removal here. They don't do it, though. I think that's GG. I believe we win here with that. Okay, they're gonna tap out. Tiny Bone's gonna mill us. We're gonna lose 1. We're gonna lose 6. We bounce the bat. Grab the Sararak. They'll probably swing into us, but I think that we just win off that. Okay. Now we say GG. I don't think there's any free removal start, so I believe we just win now. And we have the Grape Shot in hand, so we can just go through the shorter dungeon. Pass this as many times as we can. We'll just grab mana quick and we'll burn them out with Grape Shot. This might take a minute, though, because it looks like they're going to make us do it. So we have to cast this a total of 20 times, which is why this is a bit slow. I might only show this once. I'm going all the way through this. Or I might even speed this one up. Okay. Alright, and now we just Grape Shot them to the face and say GG. It's another frustrating thing with Arena. It makes you select every single individual target for a Grape Shot, which I suppose makes sense. I have used it remove creatures before, but it's definitely a bit frustrating when they're all going face. I think it's more frustrating that it plays every single spell animation in the slowest way to kill someone possible. And they're dead. GG's. Playing some Primal Prayers combo today on the Master Ladder. Okay, so I mean we can spin into our stuff with Amp Raptor. We got a Goddess Souls, Shrieking Drake. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Pretty solid start, I would say. So we start out with tune the narrative on their turn, and then we'll Amp Raptor, see what we spin into. Cathartic Reunion. They're on some sort of emergent ultimatum deck. Spooky. Collected Company. Okay. There's the Primal Prayers. Can we survive long enough to play it? That is the question here. Yeah, I mean, we run out the Amp Raptor. We'll see what we spin into here. Tune the narrative. Redraw. To Aether Hub. Right. I don't know how fast this deck goes off. They might just win here. Persist. Yep. So the answer is that is how fast the deck goes off. Turn 2. I guess 3 for them. Yeah. So I just lose here, right? I'm assuming their deck is built around there's no good choice for me. Okay. So it's opponent choose one of those cards, shuffle that card back in, they get the other 2 for free. Don't really care if they have the Sarah's Emissary. Seek something random where X is the highest mana value among creatures I control. They have a 5, so they could probably just do it again. And then Breach, they get something from my deck. I think I let them have the other 2, and we'll see where this goes. I mean, this is probably just game for us, but we'll see if they whiff. Because the Sarah's Emissary doesn't really do much to us here. They get Tear the Peaks, which I'm assuming is probably their combo. Elish Norn, yeah, they got some nasty stuff in here. I don't know if they just win one turn, but I don't know if we can survive a second turn to do anything. So they get a Moonbless Cleric to tutor up an enchantment. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do here. There's no way for me to get the Primal Prayers out. Yeah, that's just good game. Playing some more Primal Prayers combo in Historic. I don't think there's a way to pronounce that name, so I'm not even gonna try to. Yeah, this is a cracked hand, actually. This is a really, really good hand. Doesn't really do anything until turn 4, because we're not playing it with the Guide of Souls, but if we get to turn 4, we can collect a company and see if we can find one of our payoffs here. We have the Chatterstorm in our hands. We're in a pretty good spot. Galvanic Discharge. Sure. They might be on the Zorius control, which actually is not super fun. They're also 98%, which is kind of wild. Didn't think we were playing that well, but I mean, we definitely weren't playing that well. Just kind of unlucky. I'm gonna wait till they tap out here. Try to collect a company in response to something here. See what we can find. Archmage's Charm. So I will Coco in response. Okay, Shrieking Drake is good here. So is the Raptor. Well, Raptor's not great here, but it gets us something. Return the Shrieking Drake. So, I mean, we're one more step of the way there. They've showed us that they do have counters. That's probably what their deck is. They're probably just going to keep passing the turn. 9 lives. Okay, that's actually fine. We're making them... well... Yeah, that's fine. Our storm deck gets around that. Primal Prayers? Yeah. I'm okay with that. So, I think also while they're out of mana, we use Gaia Souls. We can always save it with the Shrieking Drake. There's no point in pumping that. It's all the same, right? They probably are on Solemnity combo, and if they are, there's very little ways that we can stop that. Divine Purge. Exile all artifacts which mana value 3 or less. Cost 2 more to cast. That just tapped. That's fine. Random alchemy cards. I'm fine if that costs 2 more to cast, to be honest with you. So we'll use an energy to play the Gaia Souls. That energy's tapped. We'll try to cast the Shrieking Drake. Let's see what they let us get away with here. They could counter one Chatterstorm, but it doesn't matter because the Storm Trigger still happens. So if we create enough, it'll be good. They probably have a lot of sweepers here, which is like the not great thing, but it's a start, right? They're going to hold up the stack on every single one of these, I do believe. So we'll keep going. We can also cast the Emperor after this turn. See what we find. I probably cast it before I cast the Chatterstorm. See if that will eat a counter spell. They've decided that it is time to Psych Rift the Gaia Souls. That is okay with me. I don't really care about that. Being Psych Rifted. Kind of an odd way to deal with that, to be honest with you. The Shrieking Drake will be good. A good target for that. I don't know, that makes things cost more. Cause me a lot of issues. They're still holding up the stack with something. I have no idea what they're holding up the stack with. I mean, what? It's 9, right? 9 or more incarnation counters. A source would prevent that damage. I mean, I don't really need to do any more than 12, right? Just go for it. If they have a board wipe, they have a board wipe. I only need to deal 9 damage to them. Still holding up something. No idea what. There we go. Okay, so you can do whatever you had to do. I don't think you have anything to do, but... Yeah, they have full control on. They paused in their upkeep in there. I wonder if they have like a settle record or something weird. Fine Purge again. Okay. That's fine. We'll pass. Just gonna keep making that Gaia Souls more expensive. Too bad we drew another one. That's funny. Well, we will just pass. We definitely don't have anything to cast. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Play your draw spell. Play your Archmage's Charm. Keep holding full control. Really thinking about it. Really thinking about it. Will they let us have a collected company? We'll see. I doubt they do. They do, and we whiff, so it doesn't matter. Grape shot would be great here. Sure. Let's just amp raptor. Not bad to play on their end step. Oh, it doesn't go from our hand, so it just doesn't matter, does it? Sure, we'll go to my turn. Got man up. Whole priorities fill. What are we doing? Gonna kill the Amped Raptor randomly? Yes. Your player can't cast spells this turn. Kicked. Very interesting. Do I care about that? Do I want to cast spells this turn? I guess I can cast the Guide of Souls that's taxed, right? I'm gonna spend my mana, I might as well spend it on that. See if they can eat a Wrath next turn. Grape Shot will go a long way here. Do you have a win condition in your deck, or are you just gonna hold up the stack? This is whether or not at 98%. Everyone just concedes because they take 10 years to play. Okay. Pass through. Yep. You're gonna tell me I can't cast spells again this turn. That's fine, because I can cast everything at instant speed. Orm's Chant, sure. That's fine. Play a Steam Vents whenever they let me. Thank you for letting me play a land. Still have not seen a win condition from you. I don't know how many times you're planning on casting Orm's Chant, but it's not going to win you the game. Oh, got loss of life, lots of individual damage triggers. Still in a fine spot. They're probably looking for Solemnity. If they find a Solemnity, I mean, I can still get it with the Static Prison, but we're not in a great spot. Supreme Verdict. That's fine. They can do that. Okay. We're gonna Orm's Chant again this turn. Not gonna do anything. Stop to my upkeep. Move Blessed Cleric, okay? That is something we want to see. This is actually specifically something we want to see. So, what we can do here is we can Moonbless Cleric on their instant. We can find the Aether Revolt. Cast the Aether Revolt, try to cast Infinite Shrieking Drakes and burn them out with that. That'll damage, well, 3 damage a pop, but it doesn't really matter, but we only need to do it 9 times to get rid of the 9 lives. So let's see if they allow this to resolve. They probably, I mean, they might let it resolve and then just snipe down the Aether Revolt, but they also just might counter it. Snapcaster Mage, eh? Is that their win con? They're just gonna smack me with a 2-1. Archmage's Charm. Okay. Sure, I'll kill your 2-1. You wanna tap out? Nope. They'll counter the Moonbless Cleric, that's fine. They still might have a 2-mana counter, like a negate in their hand or something. do you have counterspell? Do you have a way to stop this from happening? Can you prevent me from doing this? Because I think if I read 9 lives right, this, well, yeah, that'll tick it up. That is acceptable. I have circumvented your lock. What say you? Oh, no, I do not want to do that. That would be really, really bad. They just lose the game, right? Yeah. Did they have a removal spell? Good game. Alright, let's see what we get. Nino, eh? The default avatar is a little spooky, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, we have a Serac, Guide of Souls. I mean, we have everything if we can find a Primal Prayers, which is not entirely guaranteed, but we do have the white mana if we find our tutor. We'll keep that. Is it the default card back too? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I mean, I guess the default card back is probably just the default magic card back, right? So we'll pay into this player Guide of Souls. They've got something free. Don't know what they can have free for this, unless they have some sort of free counterspell, I guess. I don't know if there is any historic per se, but we'll see. I mean, we got the Primal Prayers. Play a decoction module. We'll just kind of double down. It kind of looks like they're on like a Charbelcher deck. That's kind of my bet. Which could be a little spooky for us. I don't know if we're gonna outrace the Charbelcher deck right now. We'll see though. Opponent still has something free, or they're just holding up priority to be a little spooky, but what are they gonna do? Yeah, they're definitely a Charbelcher deck. If I've ever seen one. I mean, well, I guess we'll see what we get for free off Amcrafter, right? That's 4. I mean, we can win the game on the spot right here if it's a Primal Prayers somehow. I don't believe it is, but no, it's another Amcrafter. That's fine. One of the unfortunate things about running Amcrafter in this deck is sometimes you do Amcrafter into Amcrafter and then you just, you know, get a second 2-1. But we'll, I mean, I guess we pay into Guide of Souls, hit them here, make them respond to something. See if they have any sort of removal. Nope. Probably just something else to generate mana, I imagine. Get their Charbelcher off. They need 7 mana to do it in 1 turn, if I remember correctly. So they're at 5 right now. Aether Hub's good for us here. Very good for us here, actually. So we can get a free scry off of a Serac, see if we can find a land on top. And if we do, we can try to go for the win next turn. Yeah, so we'll go into Lost Mine. That'll get us free scry. That's an Amcrafter. We actually don't want that on top right now. I think our best bet is swing in with this. We'll pay in some energy because we have everything to generate energy, so we're not really worried about our energy count right now. Go in, do some beatdown, make them a little bit worried about what's going on. Let's see if they can generate the mana they need to win. I mean, they're at 5. They need to make 2 treasures here. Or I guess 1 treasure. Exile top X cards in your library. Interesting. I think they're panicking and looking for some removal. That is the win if they have Charbelcher. They do not have Charbelcher, so they scoop it up. They're dead on board. GG. Alright, so let's go over the deck stats after those games. So, to record this video, I recorded a total of 15 games. I was able to win 10 of them. and I lost 5 of them, which brings the deck's win rate currently to about 66%, which for this kind of a deck is not too bad. I should mention, again, that these were in best of 1. Best of 3 can be a bit harder for combos sometimes, as there's some good hate cards that you can bring in against a deck like this. Cards like Authority of the Consuls or Roiling Vortex are very difficult for this deck to deal with. Things that punish creatures entering, or things entering for free, or casting things without paying a mana cost can be a bit hard for this to deal with, as we're running a very low removal package. Additionally, I believe there's some good upgrades that can be done for this deck. I just sort of made this with what I was able to craft with wild cards, so I believe there's a better tutor or draw package in here, maybe changing things out for some more brain surges or things like that. I think that Collected Company can be replaced with some better creature tutors, things like Traverse the Ulvenwald, if you're able to fit something like that into here, or something along those lines. Finally, I want to thank everyone who stuck around to the end of this video. It was a blast making this and playing around with some of the new combo cards from Modern Horizons 3. Honestly, I'm really glad that this set are released on Arena. It's been really fun to play and brew with some of these new cards on here. And if you enjoyed this, feel free to give me a follow. I really enjoy playing on Arena, so I would enjoy making more Arena content in the future. Maybe some standard videos, or some more historic, or even some explorer videos. And I've also been thinking of some ideas for some paper magic videos as well to go along with those. But for now, thank you very much for tuning in. Peace.